This is crazy. So far, this rock right here is being cleaned. The rock over here is getting cleaned of algae. These plants used to be black and now they're nice and green. And I just added this fish a couple of days ago. Hey everyone, this is DW's Darius, and right now you're looking at my 125 gallon grow out aquarium. I showed you guys this tank a couple of weeks ago, and the cool thing about this tank is that it has a wide variety of fish. I have arowana, a bunch of different cichlids, oddball fish, tetra, so it's just a nice blend of fish. But today I gotta make a change and we gotta get one fish out of this aquarium. So this right here is my flagtail Prochilidus. This fish comes from South America and gets really big and looks really awesome. Now the thing is, in this aquarium there's a bunch of 2 to 3 inch small cichlids, and you know cichlids are very competitive. They always got to build that hierarchy. Now this flagtail fish is about 5 inches. So even though this guy is extremely peaceful, he spends his day minding his own business, the cichlids still try to prove themselves. They still want any advantage that they can find, and because of that, this guy is getting picked on pretty often. Now considering the mix of fish that I have in this aquarium, from flower horns to red terrors, these fish are known to be highly aggressive, so it's not as bad as it could be, but I want to prevent any worse damage from occurring. So far the flagtail only has a few nips here and there, but overall it could be worse, as this guy is going to get a lot bigger, and because of his size, once again these cichlids will want to compete, and they're going to just feel a lot more confident if they're able to conquer such a large fish. So because of that, today I'm going to be getting this guy out of this aquarium. Now even though at the moment I have 10 aquariums up and running, I still don't have a lot of options of where to put this fish. Now normally when a fish can't keep up in my grow out aquarium, I put them inside my 75 gallon planted tank. I can't do this with the flagtail because these fish are big time herbivores, and there's a big chance he could eat most of my plants, so I can't put them in a 75, and also I cannot put them in my 55 gallon planted tank. The next option that I thought about was in my 125 gallon African cichlid tank. Now my African cichlids are very mild. On top of that, they're pretty big, so they really won't find a threat from my flagtail. But the thing is, that tank is already overstocked, so I don't want to put them in there. And lastly, I have my 210 gallon aquarium. Now while there are fish that are known to be aggressive, like red devils and Jack Dempseys, these fish are pretty big and they shouldn't find a threat with the flagtail. So the plan is to catch this guy and put him into my 210 gallon aquarium and see how it goes from there. So when it comes to catching these fish, I have a new method. Before I used to put the net in the tank and just chase the fish around for like an hour. Ended up taking out all the decorations and stuff like that, and it was just very annoying. My new method is to catch a fish while it sleeps. So all you have to do is come a couple of days before you plan on catching the fish and just see where he sleeps. I noticed that my flagtail spent a lot of his time sleeping on the right side of the tank where it's more open. So the day of the catch, I went and turned off all the lights, waited about an hour, got my headlight on, and just scooped around, and it really didn't take long to catch this guy. On top of not taking a long time, it also was less stress on the flagtail because it seemed like during the whole process he was still trying to wake up, and he never really woke up fully to stress out a lot. Now before all of this took place, I made sure that the water parameters of my 210 were close to the water parameters of my 125 so that I wouldn't have to go through the full acclimation process. Also, I kept the lights off when I added the flagtail just so that he could get a little bit more comfortable in the aquarium without having to worry about the other fish investigating. Okay everyone, so here we are, 3 days in, and this guy is doing awesome. I waited 3 days to give you guys an update because the first few days he was very shy, not too active. On top of that, the fish in the aquarium were trying to investigate him, so I had some chasing and some flaring, but that didn't last too long because he ran from them and he didn't pose as a threat, so now everybody pretty much leaves him alone. Now the initial reason why I moved the flagtail from my 125 into this 210 gallon aquarium was to spare him from some of the aggression in my 125. Now to my surprise, the flagtail is actually bringing benefits to my 210 gallon aquarium. Now I told you guys before that these fish are big time herbivores. Now I pretty much thought that that meant in the wild these fish eat plants and vegetable matter. Now to my surprise, this fish is an amazing algae eater. So we all know in this aquarium hobby there's a bunch of fish that eat algae, and I will break it up into different levels. You have your high-end algae eaters like Plecos and Siamese algae eaters that just eat a wide variety of algae. These fish can eat algae off glass, off rocks and stuff like that in your aquarium. And then you have your low-level algae eaters like my green chromite cichlid. This fish will only eat algae like hair algae and algae that's long enough for him to obtain. So you have your different levels of algae eaters. When you look at the flagtail fish, you definitely don't imagine him to be a high-end algae eater. His body is shaped like a tinfoil barb or even like a bala shark, and both of those fish are omnivores, eating whatever they can find. And that's pretty much what you expect when you look at this flagtail fish. Now this fish has only been in a tank for 3 days, and I want to give you guys a look at some of the algae that this fish has been eating. So firstly, look at this rock. This rock was completely covered in brown algae, and you can see he's doing a great job scavenging all the algae off this rock, giving it its original color. Also, let's take a look at some of the Anubias that I have in this tank. This Anubias was covered with black-beard algae, and surprisingly he was able to clean the algae without tearing off any of the leaves. And that's pretty amazing because this fish is 5 inches. It's amazing to see how gentle he is. And he's working on all different rocks around the aquarium, and I've even read that these fish clean algae off the glass. And you know, it's weird because once again, when you consider his shape and size, he's not really built like a Pleco or like a Siamese algae eater, those fish that are commonly known to be high-end algae eaters. But what you don't see on this fish is its huge suction cup mouth. So basically, this fish looks like it has a regular mouth, but when it extends its lips, it has a nice suction cup mouth. Now mine is pretty small, so it's hard to capture it on camera, but if I could find a good picture, I'll put it on the screen for you guys. But these fish, they have a nice mouth that can just extend these long lips that are just about as good as a Pleco's mouth, and because of that they are able to get algae from some of the weirdest places, like off the surface of a rock to the surface of a glass, which is why this fish is amazing. Now I was actually looking for a designer Pleco for this aquarium. The only downside about designer Plecos is that 1, they're very expensive, and 2, they're extremely shy. So you'll pay a lot for this fish and you would rarely see it, and that sucks. So this flagtail fish definitely is an awesome replacement, especially since the fact that mine is young, and the bigger he gets, the bigger his lips are going to get, and the bigger his lips are, the more effective his algae eating skills will be. Okay everyone, so that is the latest addition to my 210 gallon aquarium. The flagtail is a fish that I've wanted for the longest. Now that I have it, it's definitely an awesome fish, everything that I wanted plus more, so definitely a cool fish to have. Now pretty soon the summer temperatures will arrive and I will be able to put this fish in my backyard pond. I'm pretty sure he's going to love all the algae out there, so I can't wait for that. But for now, he's kicking it in 210. He's loving it, I'm loving it, and I hope you guys are loving it as well. So as always, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up, and if you want more, make sure you subscribe.